Welcome to Extra. I'm Joanne Hines.
And I'm Georgia Lash. Here at Extra, we bring you expanded coverage of recently broadcast features from Sun City TV. Now, as we were looking over our stories for this month, we learned that June is National Safety Month, and we realized SCTV has had a lot to feature on this topic.
Our top story reminds us of how Sun City prioritizes our safety. Georgia, you get us started, please.
It would be hard to top this top story. How many communities can say they have a fire and EMS station on site? Sun City just celebrated the groundbreaking of Fire Station 39 to be built on Sun City Boulevard. SCTV was there. Hey, Sun City, we have got another new addition. Add 301 Sun City Boulevard to your address list because that's the site of our brand new, soon-to-be, Fire Station EMS. This is now going to be called Fire Station 39 for all of us. Today, this addition gets underway with the groundbreaking. Let's take a look. Deb, you've come to this with really a perspective from both Beaufort County and Sun City. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's remind everyone why there is a need for Station 39.
So if people go back to 2021, then Chief Thompson did a town hall, and he had the heat map that showed where they can't get to in time should there be a cardiac event, and that would be far south of Town Square. And he asked to have a spot in here to build a station, and the board leased this piece of land. This is where the chief agreed to have it, and the county, the citizens of the county are funding this $7.5 million.
Now, again, you introduced us to this project last year at a board meeting.
Yep.
And it was an interesting topic because now we're ready. And here we are. Is there a completion timeline at all? You know how we are, you know.
Okay, so I'm just excited we got to today because I've been pushing this for months and months and months. The county council approved the funding over in 2023, so just go forward. And so now I'm told it'll be about 16 to 18 months till the station is actually built.
It's going to go quick.
Well,
that will go quick.
I'm sure Jay Frazier will talk about it when he speaks. But the bottom line is it's going to happen. And there were many weeks I didn't think it would. So
now, you've already mentioned how much the financial investment was for Beaufort County. Mm-hmm. Now, I think it's interesting because at that introduction last year, you mentioned that this process is complex because of the equipment. Look where we're standing near.
Yes, right.
And you taught us on that day that it is about 3 to 5 years to get a fire engine. So can we brag that arrival will happen when we get our station open?
So the chief says that it is already appropriated and we should have it. He can give you better information. But we just did budget with the fire chiefs, and the ones that have them on order, it's 3 years out. You can't get a fire truck for 3 years. And I don't know about this one. This is the emergency vehicle, but they're not just sitting on the market ready to take.
So much to think about, but here we are celebrating today.
We are.
Thank you.
Very excited. Very excited. Everybody should be excited.
So with me right now is Chief David Heineman, who is with the Bluffton Fire District. And Chief, this has to be it's an exciting day for the people here in Sun City, but it has to be an exciting day also for the fire department.
Yes, sir. This has been many years in coming, and we're extremely excited to finally be here and get this process started.
Now, will this be a brand new station, or will it be replacing a station?
So this will be a brand new additional station. So this will be the 10th station, but the first one here inside the neighborhood.
And how much? What types of equipment will you have in the station?
So we will be supplying a regular fire engine for the station, plus the staffing for that, as well as Beaufort County EMS will be placing an ambulance in the station.
Now, are the firemen here in Beaufort, are they also trained as EMTs in case of emergency?
Yes, sir. We're minimum EMTs, and we have several paramedics as well on our staff.
And with this new station now, do you see, which right now I understand the response time is really great, but do you see it even improving more with the response time here and answering calls here in Sun City?
Yes, sir. The goal with this station is 100% to just improve our response times overall within the neighborhood, provide a better level of service to the citizens and to the residents here in Sun City.
Well, thank you, Chief. Well, with me is Commissioner Bill Rickett. Bill, you are on the Fire Commission board.
That's correct. I'm one of 7 members of the Fire Commission.
And as part of this this new project here with a new fire hall, how do you see this as far as when you look at all of Bluffton and the growth in Bluffton? There has to be a need for additional fire equipment and firehouses in the area.
Well, there definitely is, and Sun City was ripe for a second house, not only because it continues to grow on the other side, but because the population continues to age here. And the need for emergency service has grown exponentially. So having the second station within Sun City is a great benefit to the residents here and to the surrounding area as well, because it cuts down response time to emergency calls just outside the immediate Sun City area.
Now, fire equipment itself, I understand that there is a backlog in getting new fire trucks in anywhere. Do you see that also for a problem here for us, or is something that we're able to accommodate?
I think we'll accommodate it because we're trying to plan ahead. We understand that it could be 2 to 3 years between the time an order is placed, between the time that apparatus is actually delivered. We are actually looking at replacing our entire fleet sometime in the next 3 to 4 years, because it'll be time. Our equipment gets a lot of work and needs a lot of repair from time to time. We keep it in top-notch condition all the time. But replacing that equipment and that apparatus as needed is essential to the safety of the citizens of Bluffton. So you're absolutely correct. There is a long wait time, but we're planning ahead. We understand that's going to happen. We want to get our ducks in order, our funding in place, and get the orders in a couple of years ahead of time when we really actually aim to replace the equipment.
How do you see this from the EMS side of it, as far as answering calls and the type of equipment that we need and the people we have working with?
Sure, that's a very important question. The station will serve dual purpose. So the fire station, the Bluffton Fire District, will operate out of the station, as well as Beaufort County EMS. More than 70% of the calls for service from any area are EMS in nature. So the fire service is a very important aspect that happens, but more of the responses that we have will be medically related. Right now, this community is served by EMS 8, which is out of William Pope Drive right now. So moving that necessary resource closer to where the need is will be very important for this community.
Councilman Cunningham, you serve as the county's district liaison to Bluffton Fire District. What does that involve?
Yes, ma'am. So it has to do with making sure that everything's sourced with budgets, construction projects like this, as well as making sure that your boards and commissions is completely filled. So I've been working with the chief and your board to make sure that this got from start to finish to this point, and especially getting that funding through. We were able to do that without using any impact fees, which was a help from our county staff, as well as your guys' fire board, who is definitely qualified in getting this job completed.
It sounds so complex, but this was so needed. I know from our perspective as Sun City, but there are other areas that Station 39 is going to cover, including your District 7.
Yeah. So District 7's right outside of Sun City, out your back gate. And this fire station will be in the heart right here of Sun City and primarily serve Sun City, which will lighten the load for a couple of our other stations, but they will actually use your guys' back exit as well to be able to hit Lawton Station, Seagrass Station, and Cypress Ridge. So it's not just a Sun City project, but it is a Bluffton project as well.
And without further ado, I think it is time to get the shovels in the ground so we can get to work on the next milestone, which is, in fact, the ribbon cutting for this new station. So thank you again, everyone, for coming out today to celebrate this important step forward. And at this time, I'd like to invite our speakers and designated participants to come forward for the official groundbreaking. 1, 2, 3.
You can't put a price on safety, Georgia, but we are grateful for Beaufort County's vast investment.
Now, in our next story, we hear of a safety initiative from our Sheriff's Department. Jojo?
Sun City TV hosted Master Sergeant Robert Herlong, who enlightened us about a safety program for at-risk individuals. If you are a caregiver, this should be of particular interest to you.
Well, welcome, Bob, to Sun City News.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, we have some questions, okay? We heard that Beaufort County Sheriff's Office was doing training in Sun City for a program called Project Lifesaver. So can you tell us, what exactly is Project Lifesaver?
So Project Lifesaver is an international program that is based to bring loved ones home. It's for people with Down syndrome, Alzheimer's, autism, or Alzheimer's. Out of those people, about half of them are prone to wander. So the program's set up to where we can come out and put a tracking bracelet on those people to help them get back home quicker instead of doing a big search.
Well, it sounds like a great program. So are there requirements to join the Project Lifesaver program? And if so, is there a cost involved?
So there's no cost to the clientele or the caregivers, the family, anything like that. But the requirements are that they can't be driving. So they can't have a driver's license, and they're going to have somebody that's with them watching after them 24/7.
Okay. Now, is there a maximum amount of people that Beaufort County can include in a program such as Project Lifesaver?
We don't have a maximum amount. Usually we run around 25 to 30 people in it at all times. But just to let you know that we try to let people contribute to it. So if anybody wants to donate to it, they can go through the Beaufort County Treasurer's Office, and they can donate it specifically to Project Lifesaver to try to help out with that, to help clientele get in there.
Okay. Now, when did this program start, Bob?
1999, the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office came into it just after that, and I've been a part of the program for about 15 years now. So.
Whoa, 15 years. I mean, are there many people that are in the program?
About 25, 30 clientele that's in it. Deputies that are in it, we have different layers of deputies that are part of it. There are people like me that go out and meet with clientele, sign them up, and there's 6 of them that do that.
Wow. Now, when Beaufort County Sheriff's Office trains, what is involved and entailed in that training?
So what we do is we set up real life scenarios to where we come out and we use the different assets that the Sheriff's Office have. Everything ranging from road deputies to deputies like me that come out, track them by ground, to we even use our helicopter to come out and track them by air, to kind of utilize everything we've got to make it better.
Wow. It sounds like a fabulous program, especially for those in need. And how quickly does something like this work? You have to wear this band.
They have to wear the band. We come out and the deputy places the band on them, checks it, and goes through there. But when an actual search comes in, the average response time and finding them is about 30 minutes.
Whoa. That is really good.
Yes, ma'am. When you can look at other people that's been missing for days, things like this is a great lifesaver to keep people from being hurt and keep people safe.
Okay. So obviously, this Project Lifesaver is a real lifesaver to some people, and especially residents in an adult community where, we have the situations where we do have Alzheimer's and we have, bits of dementia and a need for something like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you for coming in, Bob, and telling us all about Project Lifesaver. It sounds like a wonderful, wonderful program, and we appreciate the time that you take to do it.
And thank you for having me.
As you heard, Project Lifesaver is also available through Jasper County.
Now, let's take a moment to recognize a resource that prevents food insecurity. Joanne?
Second Helpings is a nonprofit organization that rescues food for redistribution to help the estimated 30,000 low-country neighbors facing hunger. Now, SCTV learned more about their organization and its recognition of 2 of their outstanding volunteers who just happen to be our neighbors.
Amy, can you share with us what does Second Helpings do in our community and that make Mary and Bob here stand out in the impact?
Yeah, Second Helpings is our local food rescue organization. So we are picking up from grocery stores, restaurants, a few farms, and we're delivering food to food pantries and soup kitchens. And we are reliant on volunteers to make that happen. And Mary and Bob both go above and beyond. They both have leadership positions as volunteers for us. They recruit other volunteers. They help manage schedules. And so all of that makes it possible for us to feed people.
What makes Mary and Bob, they're volunteers, 2025 Volunteers of the Year awards. So what kind of special volunteering do they do to get that distinction?
Yeah, these awards are peer-to-peer. So we received nominations from multiple volunteers who work with them, who interact with them, and they by far were an easy selection for 2025 Volunteers of the Year. And I truly believe the thing that sets them apart is just the kindness. They're so kind in every interaction with everybody they work with, and their volunteering comes from the heart.
Yes. Mary, tell us about your tenure here at Second Helpings and how long you've been doing this.
Let's see. Been doing this for 8 years, and Fill the Need will have its 9th anniversary coming up this October. And we have a great team of volunteers, many from Sun City. And we're wonderfully supported by the Second Helpings office by Amy and her staff.
And what exactly do you do?
We set up a farmer's market style at the Palmetto Breeze bus depot every Thursday. And bus riders and Palmetto Breeze staff come and just go through, and they're able to take what they need.
That's a great job. And of course, Bob Grando here, our Sun City TV cameraman. Bob, how long you been with Second Helpings?
At least 10 years, driving once a week on the truck routes and getting my neighborhood to come along with me on the crew, setting up the schedule with them. And my wife Connie is an R, so she puts out an email for people in the neighborhood to contact me for Second Helpings. And I do some training of new people. And I've made some videos for Second Helpings.
Okay. And you drive that big truck that's behind here, right?
Oh yeah. It's easy to drive.
Oh, yeah.
Automatic
for sure.
transmission.
Yeah, I don't think they'd want me driving it, that's for sure. They'd have to get another truck. Amy, talk about how many members you have.
So we have 520 volunteers total. Here in Bluffton, we have about 150. Over 85 of those volunteers come from Sun City.
Wow.
So our trucks graciously are parked here in the town center parking lot, which is wonderful for us. But also, Sun City really shows up for us in their volunteering.
Okay. Now, why are volunteers so critical to the Second Helpings mission?
We run a really large operation. So we are feeding people in Beaufort, Hampton, and Jasper County. We are currently feeding about 14,000 people a week. An average week for us, we're picking up 50,000 pounds of food that we're keeping out of the landfill. And last year we distributed 3.7 million pounds of food in those 3 county areas. So I have a staff of 6 who are paid. So we are small but scrappy, and we rely on the 500 volunteers to drive our trucks. We have a fleet of 10 trucks, and it requires 3 volunteers per truck.
That's a lot of volunteers. That's a lot of food that you pick up, too. So if someone's interested in joining Second Helpings or just helping you out in some way, what do they have to do?
Please visit our website, secondhelpingslc.org. My phone number is on there, our email addresses. They can sign up online, but that is our best way to connect. And we welcome volunteers. We have lots of other opportunities off the trucks. As you said, you may not want to drive the trucks.
Yeah.
Not everybody does.
Or
Mary doesn't drive the truck.
Or you may not want me to drive the
I
truck.
may not want you to. So, yes. So, please, we welcome all kinds of volunteers.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview and for all the work that you do. It is amazing. And it's amazing that the volunteers are so many that you have from Sun City. Great to hear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kudos to Second Helpings and 2 of our distinguished Sun City volunteers. And we're always proud of our SCTV cameraman, Bob Grando.
Now it's time for our special segment, Extra Special. Georgia, take it away.
It's extra special for Sun City TV to provide resources to help our residents. Our news feature, Unboxing Sun City, helps our new residents safely navigate through Sun City protocols.
Every community has a front door.
Here at Sun City, it just happens to be the front gate.
And when you pull it the first time, you realize there's a process.
A process we did not understand when we showed up on moving day.
So that you don't have to sit at the gate blinking like we did. Today we're going to discuss temporary resident passes and guest passes, who gets one, how to get one, and what happens if you mess it up. Let's jump on.
Hi, I'm Nettie.
And I'm Stacy, and we're new to Sun City, and we're learning something new every day.
This is Unboxing Sun City, where we unbox what it's really like to live in Sun City.
The good parts
And the wait, what happens now parts?
When we first moved here, we had no idea how to get in the first time. We had our car, we had a lot of boxes, and we had really big dreams. But we didn't have that RFID tag.
which if you're new here, that is your golden ticket.
And you don't just magically get one.
So if you're new here at Sun City, you have basically 4 types of passes. You have your temporary resident pass, your guest pass, your vendor pass, and your estimate pass.
And before you can get that RFID tag, you're going to have to get that temporary resident pass. And to do that, you're going to have to go to the main gate at 1 Sun City Boulevard and see Securitas, our security team.
This is an important note. To obtain it, you must go to the main gate at 1 Sun City Boulevard. Now, sometimes your GPS, depending on your origin location, may try to send you to a resident gate. So memorize this address because you will be using it a lot.
When you get to the main gate at 1 Sun City Boulevard, you're going to want to have some paperwork available. You're going to want to have your sales contract or your rental agreement. And if you have one already, your camp card. If you don't know what a camp card is, don't sweat it. We're going to be talking about camp cards next time when we explore Palmetto Commons, the brain center of Sun City. It's where our POA offices are.
Now, once you receive this temporary resident, make sure that you place it on the dashboard to where the security officers at the main gate can see it clearly. Once you receive your decal on your windshield and your RFID tag, make sure that you destroy that temporary resident.
Think of the temporary resident pass like your training wheels. It'll allow you to get through any of the manned gates while you're trying to get the real thing sorted out.
Now remember, if you get a new car, have to replace your windshield, or get a loaner card, you must go back to the main gate at 1 Sun City Boulevard to receive a new temporary resident pass. So now you have family and friends and those wonderful grandchildren coming to visit you here in Sun City and visit the Low Country and all it has to offer. Now we got to get them into the game. So here's what you need to know to get them in.
Guest passes let your friends, your family stay here for 30 days within a 6-month period. You're going to get a temporary resident pass just like you did at the main gate at 1 Sun City Boulevard.
To reserve a guest pass, you must give the main gate your name, a camp card number, their name. Now, Riverbend residents, you may have to do it a little bit different. You must call the Riverbend gate directly and give them the information and they will help you.
For the tech savvy, you can also request a guest pass through the All Access AAM app. Here's how. You're going to want to find the All Access Management app on your phone. Once you've done that, go ahead and open it and sign in. Once you have signed in, you'll see guest passes. On my phone, it's about 4 down. And all you need to do is just click on that and go into that over on the far right at where it says Add GUE. Click on that and just fill out the form. It's really that easy. Just don't forget to hit the save button. Okay, so don't worry if you didn't catch that. Here's a video tutorial on the app. Also, never ever use a guest pass as a vendor pass. It'll cost you $345 in a ticket.
And now that we're in the gate,
And we got our people in as well.
but getting in and actually living here,
Those are 2 very different things.
and that's what we're going to learn in part 2.
So last time we talked about how to get our people into the gate. We talked about temporary resident passes, and we also talked about guest passes. This time we're going to talk about all of the other passes. So we are talking estimate passes, vendor passes, clergy passes, moving trucks, and my personal favorite,
Delivery trucks.
the delivery trucks. So the first 2 types of passes that we're going to talk about today is the estimate pass and the vendor pass.
Yes.
Stacy, tell me a little bit more about that estimate pass.
Well, the estimate passes are free. When you call them in to come in, always remember they cannot do any type of work. If they do bring out any type of tools and you are caught, it can be up to a $345 fine.
Wow. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you do the right pass. The other pass is the vendor pass.
And the annual pass.
and the annual vendor pass. So the annual vendor pass is one that they purchase every year. They get a sticker on their windshield and they can come and go just like we do. But the daily pass is different.
Yes, you must call the daily pass in every single time that they're here. Now, depending on the size of the truck that they bring in, it can be $35 to $55 that is going to be billed to your account.
One of the hacks that Stacy and I have learned is that when we are getting a quote, we ask the question, do you have an annual pass or do we have to get the pass? And if they say we have to get the pass, then we deduct that cost from the quote. Otherwise, you have to pay for it, and it's just an additional charge on top of whatever work you're getting done. Love U-Hauls, you love, pods, you love the whole thing.
Yes, so let me tell you my little history behind moving trucks. So we showed up here on the first day, and I know that we've all driven through the main gate, and we looked to our left, and we saw that one moving truck sitting there with the line behind them. That was me on my first day, and I'm going to help you with this. When you hire a moving truck, it's best to go ahead and plan ahead and get a temporary pass for this. That way, when you go and pick up the moving truck, you'll have the pass in hand. You pull up, you show them. Now, once you get inside the resident area, you can go to your house and you can unload it. Now, if you decide that you have to keep this moving van overnight because you're extremely tired, then you have to contact the security at the main gate. They will either escort you or tell you where to park. Usually it's in the back parking lot behind the OQT golf course.
That is really, really good advice. Now on pods are a little different, right?
Yes.
So we had a U-Haul. We also had 2 pods. You got to make sure the pods fit in your driveway. That could be a problem for some of you. And they can only stay in your driveway for 72 hours. After 72 hours, it's a $260 fine per day for having that pod in your driveway.
And you have to think about this when you have pods. So if you had multiple pods like we did, you must plan ahead. And if you don't have enough room in your driveway to fit all pods, it's best to plan out in 3-day increments so you do not get that fine.
It's beeping. Now, Stacy, let's talk about my favorite pass.
Delivery passes.
Give me some Amazon. So, folks, you don't have to worry about your delivery drivers getting in the gate, whether it's Instacart, DoorDash, Temu, Amazon.
Those things that just magically show up on your doorstep without you knowing about it.
It is a mystery. I don't know how it happens.
Neither do I.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Nope. That's a surprise to me, too. I've been playing some pickleball. I hurt my hip. I need to get a physical therapist in here. What do you think?
Well, those type of passes are free.
Good.
When it comes to physical therapy or any type of clergy or anything like that, always remember that those passes have to go through, or those passes have to go through the main gate, but they just have to show ID and the reason why they're here.
It's raining.
It's not just getting through the gate.
It's learning the systems here to get through the gate.
Yeah, you're just not moving here.
You're learning out how to move here and how everything works here.
We're figuring it out.
One day at a time.
Let's catch our breath and think of how lucky we are to be ensconced with resources that protect our safety and security.
Well, that's extra special for this month of June. Please join us again next month.
And you can always catch us on cable and on our Sun City YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing. Thanks for watching.